Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing what compassion means to me, how it is expressed through caring for other people and the environment, and the important role of communal discernment in making Philippine society and even the world a more compassionate place. When people hear the word compassion, the first thing that usually comes to mind is kindness or helping someone in need. While these are certainly part of compassion, I realized through the lessons, lectures, and documentaries that compassion is much deeper than simply feeling sorry for another person. Feeling pity alone does not change anything. Real compassion moves us to understand another person's situation and inspires us to respond in a way that respects their dignity and helps improve their lives. For me, compassion is the ability to recognize the struggles of another person and allow those struggles to affect us in a way that leads to action. It is choosing to understand before judging. It is treating every person with respect regardless of their background, appearance, beliefs, or circumstances. Compassion is not simply an emotion. It is a decision to care. One lesson that stood out to me throughout this course is that compassion requires us to see people beyond labels and judgments. Every person has a story that we may not know, and if we judge too quickly, we may fail to understand what they are truly going through. For example, when we discussed HIV, we learned that many people living with HIV continue to experience discrimination and misunderstanding. Some people avoid them because of fear or because they lack proper knowledge about the disease. Instead of receiving support, they are sometimes judged or isolated. Compassion teaches us to look beyond the illness and recognize the person behind it. A person living with HIV is still a human being with dreams, emotions, family, and dignity. They deserve respect just like everyone else. The same lesson applies to people living in poverty. It is very easy to look at someone who is poor and assume that they are simply not working hard enough. However, after watching the documentaries, I realized that poverty is much more complicated than that. Many people work every day just to provide food for their families. Yet, they continue to struggle because opportunities are limited. Some children are even forced to work instead of going to schools. This made me realize that before judging someone, we should first understand the circumstances that shape their lives. Personally, I have learned that compassion begins with listening and understanding. Sometimes, helping another person is not about immediately solving their problems. Sometimes, what they need most is someone who will listen to them without judging them, someone who will respect them, and someone who will simply make them feel that they are not alone. This lesson became more meaningful to me because of my own experiences. Growing up in a broken family taught me that people can carry emotional pain that others cannot see. My parents separated when I was still very young, and when I was around 10 years old, I experienced having to choose who I would stay with. At that age, I did not fully understand everything that was happening, but I remember that it is confusing and painful. Because of that experience, I realized that everyone carries struggles that may not be obvious to others. That is why I always remind myself not to judge people too quickly, because I never truly know what they are going through. Compassion can be expressed through our everyday interactions with other people. We do not always need grand actions to show compassion. Sometimes, compassion is seen in small and simple acts. It can be offering help to someone who is struggling, listening to a friend who needs someone to talk to, respecting people who have different opinions, or simply choosing kind words instead of hurtful ones. As students, we have many opportunities to practice compassion. We can help classmates who are having difficulty with their lessons. Encourage, encourage those who feel discouraged. Include those who are often left out. And treat everyone fairly regardless of their background. Even small actions can have a big impact on another person's life. Compassion is not only about caring for people. It also includes caring for the environment because the environment affects the lives of everyone else. Throughout the environmental documentaries and lectures, I realized that environmental problems are not only about nature, they are also about people. When rivers become polluted, communities lose clean sources of water. When forests are destroyed, many families lose their homes and livelihoods. When climate change causes stronger typhoons, floods, and rising temperatures, it is often the poorest communities that suffers the most. Because of this, taking care of the environment is also a way of taking care of people. Environmental responsibility is therefore an act by compassion. By properly disposing of our waste, reducing the use of plastic, conserving electricity and water, planting trees, and participating in environmental programs, we are helping protect not only nature, but also future generations. This may seem like small actions, but when many people work together, they create meaningful change. Another important lesson from this course is the idea of communal discernment. Communal discernment means making decisions together by listening carefully, reflecting on different perspectives, and choosing what is best not only for ourselves, but also for the common good. It reminds us that compassion should not be based only on emotions. While emotions are important, they should also be guided by wisdom, understanding, and responsibility. For example, when communities face challenges such as poverty, discrimination, or environmental destruction, the solution should not come from only one person. Different members of the community should listen to one another, share ideas, respect different experiences, and work together to find the best solution. Through this process, decisions become more balanced, fair, and compassionate. In the university, communal discernment can be practiced by students, teachers, administrators, and staff. By listening to one another, respecting different opinions, and making decisions that consider everyone's welfare, the university becomes a place where people feel respected, included, and valued. I believe that communal discernment is important because it teaches us humility. It reminds us that we do not always have all the answers and that we can learn from the experiences of others. When we listen before speaking and understand before reacting, we make wiser and more compassionate decisions. To conclude, compassion is much more than kindness or sympathy. It is recognizing the struggles of others, respecting their dignity, and responding with understanding and action. Compassion allows us to see people beyond labels and remind us that everyone deserves respect, regardless of their circumstances. We express compassion through the way we treat other people, through the way we care for the environment, and through our willingness to help create communities where everyone feels accepted and valued. Through communal discernment, we learn to make thoughtful decisions that consider not only our own interests, but also the needs of others and the common good. When compassion and discernment work together, they help us become better students, better citizens, and better human beings. If each one of us chooses to practice compassion every day, no matter how small our actions may seem, we can contribute to building a more caring university, a more compassionate society, and a better world for future generations. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.